a good man will respect them no matter what. It's like, yeah,
Well, what about
that's how
this?
I feel.
Okay, so since we're in the dating culture of no, 'cause the reason why I think for a lot of men, especially modern day dating, because everybody is just the modern day today's modern day dating, everybody's having sex, right? So everybody is having sex today,
Yeah.
right? So I think for a lot of guys today, because they understand this is the sexual marketplace today, is everybody's having sex. And now if I'm with a woman that I know is having sex, or I know that she has a sexual history, or if I'm known that that has had sex on the first date before, and I invest my resources into this woman, and she doesn't want to give up sex for me when I've known that she's done this with other men before. I think for a lot of men, they like, I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, you know that you're known to have sex, and you've known to have sex on dates, you've known to have sex on the first date also, and you're not willing to do that because that's unless, like I said, outside of like very traditional women who have morals, have values, they want to wait for the to get married and lose virginity for the first husband. Like outside of those type of women, I'm just talking about like the average modern day woman today that's sexually active, just having sex with men, and men also just having sex with women. That's why for a lot of guys are looking for sex. If I'm willing to take you out, knowing that I know you or I've heard that you have had sex with men before, then if I'm going to invest my time into you, then that's why they believe that my expectation for you is to give up sex because you've done it before with other men and you've done it before on the first date. So, and if I'm investing time and money, then there should be expectation that you're gonna have.
I disagree with that.
Should be should be sex.
No, a woman's sexual history should have nothing to do with the way you act with her or what
Yeah,
you expect of her. That's not fair because you could turn that around and, like if I knew
no,
someone that was a player
no, I'm not
and
saying
like,
she has to do it. I'm saying is a man. I don't see a problem with the man expecting her to have sex with her. But like I said, it's her choice if she wants to, right?
oh, it's
Yeah,
completely her choice. It's
yeah,
entirely her
yeah. But
choice
that's
in
what I'm saying.
general.
But that's what I'm saying is. But I don't have a problem with men expecting for the woman to have sex because the women expect the men to pay for everything. So if there's gonna be exchange of
Yeah, I
reciprocation.
disagree with that viewpoint. Sorry, that's just
No,
me
no,
though.
no. I understand that. Like, we can agree to disagree. But I'm saying is in today's modern day, when everybody's having sex, for a guy, is like, okay, if he's with a woman that has a lot of sex and he's investing his time, and you're not willing to have sex with me, and I'm giving my time, and I'm known, and then for me, it's like, is it wise for me to continue to keep taking on a date and not giving me sex? Because if you're not giving me sex to me, then he knows already, like, you're gonna give it to somebody else. If that makes sense. Because if you're not gonna give it to me, you're not gonna stop having sex. You're just still gonna give it to somebody else. So for a lot of guys,
Yeah,
like,
but then yeah, it's also up to you, right? Do you want to keep giving your time to someone that probably doesn't
yeah, that's
want
all.
you in that way? It
But
goes both ways.
that's what I'm saying is like, that's why there is. That's what I'm saying is like, I know you brought up the question, why do men think that they should expect sex from women today's modern day dating? But I'm just explaining that's why. I don't like I said, even if girls today are sexually active, they're having sex with multiple men and they're having sex on the first date, because the guy is investing his financial money into it. I don't think I don't see a problem with him expecting sex. But like I said, if she doesn't want to give it up, then he's probably, I think the best bet to do is just move on to the next person, because there's a lot of women out there that's going to use you for your money. So and then have sex with another man, and then you just end up wasting your money, and then she's not even giving you the sex that you wanted. She's giving it to another guy, so you're losing as a guy. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just answering. I'm just responding to your when you said like, why do guys expect sex? Because that's the dating culture today. Because everybody, we know
It
outside.
is. It just doesn't make it right though, because I feel like that's a very toxic way of how you view these interactions with other people. That's just me.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah. Well, like I said, is if the woman says, "Hey, take me out, pay for everything, and I want you," and of course, for a lot of women, they have different standards of where they want to be taken out, right? So like, they want to go to a nice restaurant, they want to they want to lavish, they don't want to eat at a taqueria. So these women, sometimes a lot of modern women, they want a nice spot. So for a guy to invest that type of money, um, a lot of guys, well, all right, if I'm going to do all of this for you, and we live in a dating culture today, and I know you as a woman, you're having sex with multiple guys, then that's why they have that mentality. And if they take you out and do all of this, and they ghost you, and then go with somebody else, the guy's like, wow, I just wasted like $300 for a date. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's why men
Yeah,
think
but
that
you
way.
chose to go on that date in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, it's not entirely on her that you lost. I think the idea of winning and losing is also very toxic.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
that's why a lot of guys is like, you know what? If you're not gonna give me, that's why a lot of guys you see it nowadays. Like the a lot of guys like, if you're not giving up sex, I'm not paying for anything. That's why a lot
Yeah,
of
it's like very fucked up the way that that goes, right? Because a lot of men do feel like do think of dating like that.
yeah, but I would say it is fucked up also if a woman accepts to go on a date with you, already decided in her mind that I'm just wasting this guy's time, and I don't even, I like, she's wasting her time. She doesn't like you. She's just using you for your money, and she just wants a free meal. So that at the same
Yeah.
time, so that's why it goes both sides. So that's why that's fucked up also, right? So that's why I understand for a lot of guys, like if they say, hey, if you don't give me sex, I'm not paying, because they understand there's women out there that like will use you for your money and then and have sex with somebody else. So that's the culture. That's where we have evolved to. That's where we've come to today in modern dating. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Yeah, dating is rough these days. I agree.
Yeah. So that's why I say is like, I think that's why I was like, for me, I believe it's reciprocation. Like, if you want to make sure you avoid, both men and women. If you want, if, well, from speaking from the man's perspective, if you want to avoid with women that's going to waste your time and waste your resources, and just because like because you don't know if she's talking to another guy, the best way for men I would say is like, she has to invest to me in some kind of sexual attention, or either we have sex or let me know sexually that you're interested, like, because we don't, because like I said, this is an era now where you don't know, right? Social media, everybody's dating, talking to 5, 10 people, different options. You just don't know. So the best way for the best way to go about it is to make sure, as a man, like, how do you really know a girl is really interested in you? If 90% of women today in America is sexually active, like, how do you really know?
Yeah, but it just goes back to it, right? I was just saying, you just ask her. Like, you just ask her if she's into you. It's
Yeah, I
that
know, but
simple.
yeah, I know, but people can lie though, right?
Yeah, but like, like you can tell if someone's gonna be an honest person or not. You just can tell with their energy. Like, you just ask. That's all you have to do. You can't assume like, oh, just because she's dating, like going on dates with multiple men, and I'm also on that
And,
roster that she's like
yeah,
going on these dates with. Like, you just ask her.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like a lot of people lie, right? So like those girls that do go on dates and waste your time, they're gonna lie and tell you everything you want. Already in their mind, they already made a preconceived intention decision that I'm just gonna waste this guy's time. She already
Yeah,
decided before
but
the day.
yeah, I
So
mean,
she's gonna
also
so if you ask her,
yeah,
she's gonna lie to you. Yeah.
right. I feel like if you know that you're being lied to just based on like interactions and how off, like if you guys text a lot, if the texts aren't coming as frequently, she's probably either getting busy with work or like she's probably going on dates with other people. But it's also up to you whether you want to invest any more of your time into this connection, into building this connection,
Yeah.
and also not, right? It's also on
Yeah.
you to want to pursue that or not pursue that.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying is like, because that's the thing. Like, for me, it's just like, because of there's so much manipulation, right? Both men and women, right? Both men and women can be
Yeah.
manipulated. A lot of people can lie. So you have to go. So we can't go off by words alone, because people will lie and tell you everything you want to hear. So the best way to see it is through actions. Like, actions means a lot more than words. So for women, a guy that's willing to take you out and do everything you want for the day, regardless of what restaurant, that shows these guys, like, he's serious. Like, he wants to pursue you. And then for guys, like, how does he know this woman is serious about me, not wasting my time, not manipulating me, not just telling me I'm the guy of her dreams and everything I want to hear? Well, guys, the way they can know is sexual energy and attention, because women will only show sexual energy and attention to the man they really like. If a woman really likes you, she'll show you that. She doesn't show you that at all there's a high probability that you may not be the one, and she may be wasting your time. So it's all about like probabilities. Like, what is the highest probability for you to know that you're not wasting your time, especially in this dating world where everybody's where everybody's sexually active, and then there's a lot of manipulation, there's a lot of lying going around. So that's why for guys, like that's the only way for them to know if a girl is serious, is if she's willing to give him sexual attention or energy or sex. That's the only way we can know. Outside of that, if you all go by your words, it's a lie. For the same thing with girls, like a guy can say anything, but unless he's willing to pay for you, that's how you know for a woman, like, oh, this guy's really serious about you. You can say, yeah, I'll take you out, I'll do it, unless he does it. Then you know, oh, he has transportation, he planned it out, he's willing to take you to a nice restaurant. Like, it's like action. So yeah, like I said, that's just where we have evolved to. So that's why we have got to a point now where guys like, if she's not willing to give me sex, I'm not paying. And for women, are like, all right, if you're not paying, I'm not willing to give you sex. So when you do finally meet somebody that reciprocates that, then that's like the highest probability that you can tell, okay, she's giving me sexual attention, he's paying for me, we are compatible, we're open, we're transparent. Maybe this is the best chance for me that this is going to lead somewhere. And I think that's just like the hardest part. It's just like, how can I filter out the men, for guys, how they can filter out the girls that's wasting their time, and then for girls, like, how can I filter out the guys that are wasting my time? Yeah.
Also, too, I think not like in addition to like paying attention to like physical energy like that, also just being aware about like how often she's communicating with you or he's communicating with you.
Yeah.
Is also equally as important.
Like compatibility, communication.
And like, are your lifestyles similar, or are they different? To where are they so different where you have to put in like extra effort just to see them?
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally understand that, but that's for like the long term. I'm just talking about like just on the first date or 2-3 dates, just to like see, okay, if this person is not wasting my time, right? So I think for girls, if the guy's consistent, always willing to show up on dates to take you out, I think for a lot of girls that shows you that guy's consistent and willing to take you on the dates. Because if a guy doesn't like you, he just ghost, right?
Yeah, right? I know that all too well.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why when guys keep asking out on dates, they keep taking out on dates, that's a clear indicator that guy is committed. And for guys, like, because how do we know that she's willing to show commitment is when a woman gives me sexual attention and energy or sex. That's how I know that
it's not just that committed. Too. I think if she like initiates the date, that's a good sign. That's usually a good sign that she's like actually genuine about wanting to build a connection with you.
Yeah, that's the good girls, because the good girls will do that, right? The good girls will reciprocate it. So like when you meet women who are the good women, they don't really have to go to they don't really have to show go to sex to show reciprocation. The good women will reciprocate it. I enjoyed your time. Can we do it again, right? So can we do it again? But the girls that's gonna waste your time, they won't do that. They'll just like disappear, and then you have to initiate everything, and then they'll just say yes because like they just want a free meal. And for a lot of guys, they don't understand this. So that's why a lot of guys like.
Yeah, but then I feel like if you're already seeing that type of behavior like build up as a pattern with that girl, like you have the obligation to like just exit out of that situation for yourself, for your own sanity. I think also it's just being aware of being aware of like any behavior patterns that exist with like that person that you're noticing.
Yeah. Like for me, like, I mean, if I take her on a date and she doesn't have to give me like, I would be expecting sexual attention and sex, but if there's other ways that good women will show you, like, they're like, you know what, they'll plan a date next time. You know what, thank you for taking on a date. And she'll plan a date. For me, I'm like, okay, I guess, okay, that you're at least you're reciprocating something. Right. But the thing is, if they're not reciprocating anything, then what do you have to go off by? Then the only thing you have to go off by is like sex or sexual attention or energy. Right. So the good woman will reciprocate it in other ways. But like I said, for those women that's gonna waste a man's time, like that's what then you have to fall back to that if they're not showing you any kind of reciprocation at all. Yeah, so it's just it's an interesting dating culture today.